rebounds feel like on the body?
It was good. I embraced the physicality and rebounding and doing my role. So it felt good to be able to, the ball came my way today. I was able to get some tap outs, some rebounds, and it felt good.
When you know you're going up against a guy who can play offense like Cat, what's your mentality? What are you trying to accomplish? What do you tell yourself?
I just want to make everything tough for him. No easy shots. A guy like that's going to make shots. He might hit a few in a row, but you got to keep going, keep playing the game plan discipline. And I just want to be physical with him, and then on the other end, try to put him in actions, put him in a lot of ball screens with Steph, and make him work on both sides.
Kevon, what was different about Andrew tonight, either on the court or his attitude, even approaching the game?
Before the game, he seemed like the same old Andrew, but seemed like he came out with a little bit more chip on his shoulder. We always challenge him every game to be aggressive and go out there, and use all those hops he got. And today he decided to use them. And when he's coming out there playing with that energy and on both sides of the court like that, it changed the dynamic of our team.
Looney, as someone who has been switched out on just about every guard in the West, what was it like being in front of Anthony Edwards, and what do you think of his game?
He is real difficult to guard. When he's coming downhill, he's extremely athletic and presented a lot of problems for us. As a big, sometimes he's used to just being in a drop and trying to meet guys at the rim. But a guy like that, he's tough to kind of meet at the rim. He's really crafty. So we're trying to blitz him, get the ball out of his hands, and do the best we could. But he was still able to make shots. So. I think even last year he gave us some problems in Minnesota when we played them. So he has a really bright future, and he's one of those guys I got to figure out.
It seemed like he was coming downhill, and you would be ready for him, and then he'd weave or do something weird.
Yeah, he was using all his Euro steps. Like I said, he was crafty. Usually guys at that position, I can usually take their bump and make them go where I want to, but he was strong enough to kind of knock me off my spot. So that was something I had to get used to towards the end of the game.
What are you noticing about the passing this season, and maybe the new elements of verticality you guys have for a collection of dunks every game?
I think it's just the spacing this year. We have a lot more shooters, and that's opening the court up for guys to be able to cut, be able to throw lobs, and we've been able to get a lot more stops and run. I think last year we had a really good defense, but we fouled a lot. This year we haven't been fouling as much. We were able to push the ball and run in transition. We got guys like Gary and Juan and Andre who can finish above the rim. So it's been really exciting to watch.
Would you consider a dunk contest?
Maybe I'll be in there to pass to Gary. Maybe.
When you were doing, you've been doing this for years. You're screening for Steph. He carries two, and you're open. At what point do you realize, okay, we got him on this one? And what are you thinking in your head?
When we draw up those type of plays in the timeout, because we know how much gravity Steph causes, and I know usually if Steph hits one, then I'm gonna probably be open for the next one, because guys probably been screamed at all practice about not letting Steph get open three, and so I usually know once I get Steph open the first time, I'm probably gonna get a layup the second time. So that's what I think about when I'm going to set screens.
Any eye contact with the passer? Is it?
Not really. I know Draymond. I gotta keep my hands ready. Draymond gonna throw it regardless. he might, if I'm open or not, he's probably gonna get it to me somehow.
Kevon, have you gotten used to the sight of GP2 as your dunker?
Yeah, I got to play against G in college, and I remember my only memory was him having a 360 dunk on the break. So I get to play with him. I already knew he had house, but to see him doing it at this level and doing it consistently every game has been impressive. And he's a freak athlete, and to be that size, he's finishing over the trees, and it's just impressive.
Begs the question, who is the best dunker on the team?
I have a lot of good memories from Wiggs in high school and watching him do dunk contests and 360 behind the backs. I don't know, Wiggs be acting old sometimes, so I would bet it on Wiggs, but I'm not confident in that. I think GP might be right there.
Coach said Draymond's thigh bruise pretty nasty, that he's questionable for Friday. What will you guys have to do as a team if he has to miss some time?
Oh, we just, he's a tough guy to replace. His energy, his leadership is tough to, trying to like just fill it in with somebody. But we have a pretty deep team. It's going to open the opportunity for a lot of guys at that position. Me, Otto, and Juan, Belly get some more time. So we just got to go in, and it's going to be a group effort. We got to continue to get better, talk on defense, and play together. That's something that we've been doing. We always had that next man up motto, and Draymond's going to be there talking and leading us through anyway. So we just got to hold down the fort until he gets back.
Right, we might have one on Zoom. Christos, go ahead.
Hello, Kevon. Congratulations on the win and the bonus as well. The wins like this, what it means about your character as a team this season?
It just shows that we were able to handle some adversity. In the middle of that third quarter, they went on a run. Edwards was hot. D'Lo got to hitting some shots. Sometimes like games like that, we might have folded and not be able to pull it out. But today we showed our character that we're trying to build that winning culture again and protect our home court. And when things got rough, we continued to play our style of basketball. We made shots and made the right play.